Hello everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku.co daily stock market review for the trading day ending Monday, September 12th. Firstly to the S&P 500 on the daily charts, and here we see very strong buying coming back into this market today. If you recall the previous day's trading, the close of last week, we saw very strong selling taking out that window that had opened previously, and the market rallying today through the Ichimoku cloud support. The previous day's trading in the market held up at the top of the Ichimoku cloud. Today at the open we tested just slightly into there, trading down through these levels of support down to about the 2114 level, but the buyers have come in very solidly during the trading day to close with strong control and show very strong commitment back to the upside. We haven't technically seen a change of trend yet, and if this trend does continue to the upside, we do need to watch that window that was opened from the previous day's trading from 2168 up to about the 2177 region. It may offer itself as some strong resistance. Importantly today, however, the market has closed just back up above the Kijun-sen and the Tenkan-sen, and what we'll be looking for here is some strong follow-through to confirm a resumption of some bullish activity and possible test back up to this major high up around the 2193 level. Now, as you know, following that previous very strong downtrending day, it was an extreme day, and we don't tend to see strong follow-through to the downside after extreme days. We certainly don't expect to see strong buying as we've seen today, and this really does suggest that that was perhaps a one-off. If we were going to see continued downside activity, we would have seen more an indecisive sideways top type trading or weaker downside day, but certainly with the buyers coming into this market strongly and mean reverting back to around the Kijun-sen, the Tenkan-sen, it does suggest that the sellers have lost a lot of the commitment that they had over that previous day's trading. If we do see the sellers return into the market for the next day, looking to strong support to come in at roughly about 2144 at the top of the cloud, but also any support could extend down to about this 2114 area, close to this previous swing high. Looking to our bands here with the S&P on the daily charts, and here previously we saw the bearish breakout, and as you know, we don't just take that in isolation as the beginning of a new second time frame downtrend. What we want to see is strong bearish follow through, and we didn't see that. We have seen the market rally up to the lower band and find resistance at that lower band today, so very important trading coming up for the next day's trading. The lower band trades at 2162, and if we do close back within the bands, very good opportunity here for the market to mean revert back towards the middle of the bands, 2176. Watching that very closely for a resumption of selling off there, or for a resumption of selling off the resistance at the lower band here today. Next to the NASDAQ 100, and in a similar manner as we've seen with the S&P, we've seen the buyers return back into the market, testing down through to the 46.59 previous level of support, and the sellers losing commitment in a major way down there, the buyers returning with very strong commitment. Importantly, the market has rallied back up towards that previous swing low and at that previous window that was technically closed, and the top of it just holding as some resistance. So traditionally when we do break out and close down below there, it doesn't tend to be as strong, and there is an opportunity here for the buyers to continue in this market, trade this market back up to positive levels up around the 48.16 region. Importantly, we have closed above both the Kijun-sen and the Tenkan-sen, so technically we have a bullish market in all three timeframes, but at the moment not supported by the Chica span. But if we do continue to move higher over the next few days, we certainly could see a change in that momentum as represented by the Chica span. And the bands with the NASDAQ 100 reflect something similar to the S&P with the bearish breakout. The lack of follow-through has failed to confirm the a strong a new bearish trend in the medium-term time frame. The market rallying back within the band, so slightly different, so suggesting that the buyers are a little bit stronger here in the NASDAQ 100 than with the S&P, and a good opportunity here for the buyers to continue and rally up towards the median, the middle of the bands at 47.92. To the Dow 30, and similar type of trading activity, no change of trend, but the buyers in control, strongly committed. A little bit stronger resistance up ahead at the 18351 level, the market just backing off from that region, and also from just above the Kijun-sen indicator. So the Kijun-sen indicator will be our benchmark moving forward, 18331. Importantly, the market trading down through that previous zone of support down to 18103, down to a previous support zone at the top of that, and bouncing off that region within the Ichimoku cloud to give us bull market in the longer term time frame once again, whereas we previously closed within the Ichimoku cloud. Opportunity here for the buyers to go on with the move, but just watching 18351 very carefully. And the bands with the Dow 30, very similar to the S&P, where we've broken out to the downside, taken out some important swing lows, but a lack of follow through has failed to confirm. Watching the lower band very carefully, how the market reacts around here, if we do see selling come back into the market, or whether we do close back within the bands and retrace back towards the middle of the bands. And to the Russell 2000, and no change of trend here to the upside, white body candle however, but certainly a smaller white body relative to the previous black body than the other indices that we've been looking at. It does suggest that the buyers certainly haven't matched the sellers as we saw with the other indexes, and we have seen some resistance coming in around the Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen around the close, roughly about the 1236 region. This market has rallied off support at 1212, rallied through some important resistance areas, but found that strong resistance at the Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen, which will be the benchmark moving forward. This build of momentum suggests we could trade to higher levels, but watching 1243 resistance just above where we're trading at the moment. If we do trade through there in a bullish manner, we couldn't end up testing back up towards this swing high around the 1261 region. Just looking at the bands here with the Russell 2000, and trading back within the bands has negated any negative downtrending action that we may have seen. The bearish breakout lacked follow through here today. Buyers coming into the market. Opportunity here for the buyers to trade up to 1241 resistance around the middle of the bands.